Some members of parliament allied to the Wiper party say that there could be a chance that the Wiper party leader Kalonzo Musyoka could possibly go back to the Azimio One Kenya coalition and work together with Raila Odinga in forming the next government if they do win and succeed in the August 9th election. Let's listen into that report.
Since he is running for the presidency, there are two answers that have come out. One, he is a spoiler. He does not want to stay within the Azimio One Kenya alliance that he is party to and wants to spoil the votes for Raila Odinga. Then there is the school of thought that there's a probability that you're trying to up the stakes as Wiper and have a discussion that might involve Deputy President William Ruto. And three, some of the members within the Wiper party want to use the name of Kalonzo in the regions they come from to up their stakes and probably get re-election.
I don't think the three of us who have been accused, Honorable Mutula Kalonzo, Honorable Senator Fukitwi Wambua, and myself, are trying to up any stakes using the name of Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka. We have worked very hard in our own regions and we have been re-elected before. So it is not necessarily really upping any stakes, but I can assure you the party gave a mandate. It was not ourselves, it was the NDC, which included many people who are not elected at all. And therefore, the mandate of an NDC is executable and must be respected. Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka has not gone outside that particular mandate.
He knew that he had the when he was engaging Raila Amolo Odinga and said Raila Tosha, he knew that he had the mandate of the NDC, even when he dropped his presidential bid at that time.
Yes, you see, he was given the mandate by NDC to negotiate and to work with like-minded parties, and that is exactly what he was doing at that particular time. So I've just said he's one of the leading candidates in the country, and I can assure you Kenyans actually need a third force, and they are really asking for a third force. They are feeling locked just in two major coalitions, and I can assure you, he can surprise you at an election running for president. You can a lot of votes, not necessarily to spoil, but for Kenyans to exercise their constitutional right to vote for a candidate of their choice.
Raila Odinga announced Kalonzo Musyoka with the probability of getting the position of chief minister. What does this chief minister mean to you as a party, to Kalonzo, and to the community as a whole?
The position chief minister does not exist in the Constitution of Kenya and is unimplementable if you are terming it in the framework it has been put in. The only thing which can happen is if somebody is a minister, then they can be given extra administrative laws. But there's no way you forward the name chief minister to parliament for approval, or you will appoint without authority of parliament. It will immediately receive challenges from public litigants, and it will obviously be nullified by the court. So unless the Constitution of Kenya is amended, there is nothing like chief minister or chief cabinet secretary in our constitution. You remember in 2002, the Honorable Raila Odinga had been promised to become the prime minister then. And when Honorable Kiraitu Murungi was the minister for constitutional affairs, justice and constitutional affairs, he ruled out any possibility as a lawyer that Honorable Raila Odinga was going to be appointed as prime minister. It was not part of the constitution. So that is likely to repeat now. I have seen similar offers being made to Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, and they mean nothing, to be very honest. There's no way, and without knowing even how parliament is going to be numbered, that is a pipe dream. It does not exist at all. It was just woodwinking, it was just dangling a carrot. It has no meaning at all.
Well, we have also seen the likes of Charity Ngilu and Makueni governor, where you come from, Kivutha Kibwana, trying to fill up the space that is being left by the exit of Kalonzo Musyoka. Do they have a chance? We even saw they had a meeting yesterday in Machakos. Do they have a real chance of edging out any vote from Kalonzo Musyoka in the setup that is the lower eastern region?
The Wiper party is a third largest party in the country and even in parliament currently. Ask yourself, how many votes can the Honorable Charity Ngilu garner in terms of MCS, members of parliament, senators, governors? The answer is none. The Honorable Kivutha Kibwana is an exiting governor, already making an attempt to run as a senator for Makueni. It has received very negative response, even when he makes posts, owing to the known matters pending before Senate and pending before ESCC in the financial dealings of the county. The last 2 terms has been there. I can assure you they have no following at all. They just looked for a few frustrated independent candidates, given them money to go and seek votes for them. They are unable to hold any serious meetings in Ukambani, and they should stop cheating Honorable Raila Odinga that they can be of any serious political value currently.
Well, then there is the question that you have been labeled as one of the hardliners that are asking Kalonzo Musyoka not to associate with Raila Odinga. Are you a hardliner?
I don't think so. I only speak my mind and want the best for Kenya, and where possible advice, of which it's not necessarily that the advice must be given on board, on political situations. And for example, I'll tell you, the Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka was the biggest cornerstone of his success as a presidential candidate. And the moment the builders, including Charity Ngilu and Kivutha Kibwana, among others, removed that particular cornerstone in Azimio, then the whole presidential campaign of Honorable Raila Odinga and Azimio Oka begin tumbling. So they are not helping the cause at all. They are only temporary with the main post, the pillar, and a very big supporter, as he then was, has been, Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka. Without Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka, I have always advised it will be very difficult for Honorable Raila Odinga to become president.
You have been quoted as having noted that if Kalonzo Musyoka is not Raila Odinga's deputy, then as a region, you will ask your people to refrain from voting and just vote for those people at other levels. Is that so?
What happens largely in with the many followers of Kalonzo Musyoka and his main regions is that they vote for him. They wanted him to be a presidential candidate. He has been given the mandate to be a presidential candidate. So they must look at the ballot, and if he's not there, then he has to convince them otherwise. So he has now asked them to vote for him for president, and I believe that's what they will do.
Is there any possibility, we hear that over a 12-day window that has been offered to Kalonzo Musyoka to probably get back into Azimio and have a power-sharing structure? Is there any possibility of Kalonzo Musyoka reuniting with Raila Odinga before the elections?
Currently, there has been no power-sharing structure, which is the basis of any negotiations or any coalition arrangement or any coexistence or working together. And therefore, without a power-sharing agreement, which is registered with the Registrar of Political Parties, everything else is a nullity. All cards must be on the table. Right now, all cards are not on the table. And I want to indicate that the Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka is a reasonable man and wants the best for the country. So I don't know exactly whether there are any other instructions, but I'm aware of the fact that we have now asked him to run for president. He has agreed. He has made his presentations of his deputy. Therefore, for now, he's running for president.